This is a love reading. I'm going to do for couples and people that might be like in between their relationship, and then I'm going to do the same cards for singles. So those will be two separate videos, but each video will be titled. Thank you for subscribing and watching. I love you. Let's get this started. Your first card is the Six of Wands. Well, that is always a wonderful card because the Six of Wands talks about good news, hopes and expectations fulfilled. It talks about having success in the public eye, but with that success, you have to remember your significant other. You know what I mean? Remember your loved ones. And this talks about you building future success in your relationships. Okay, because this is a love reading, so this is all relationships, and we can say this is a relationship for business or love. So, but I'm gonna say love reading because that's what everybody was looking for. But sometimes your love is your business. So, but with that being said, this is a great card to start off the reading with. Also, it's 5 different decks, and at the end of this deck, I have several mystery cards that flipped out that I have not yet flipped over, but I will flip over, and that's how we'll do this reading. Thank you. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, if you are in a new relationship, celebrate it. Celebrate it. It's okay. Celebrate. That's what you wanted. You got him. You got her. Now let's celebrate and let the world know it. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of who you with because you chose them, and if you chose them, the world should know it. Your next card is a Judgment card, and it talks about rebirth, renewal, awakening, rejuvenation. So basically, maybe you guys were going through something kind of hard, and it's just saying you made it through it, the rebirth. Let's start something new. You know, you forgive each other. You don't judge each other. You forgive each other. You judge the situation. You sit down. You talk about it. See, this is a gathering of people, you know, with their arms up. It's like we're doing this, you know. Let's start. This is new. It's a new relationship. Let's let go of our past. Even if you are in a current relationship, you have to be able to work through, communicate, and mend through it. So if you can get that communication together and not judge each other, but judge the situation, be able to take up your faults in the relationship, then it should be a beautiful thing, which will bring a better relationship, take your everything to a high level. Your next card is the Knight of Swords, and it just talks about being dashing, being brave, and you were brave to enter into this relationship, even though past relationships may have been horrible and jacked up and whatever the case is, only you know that other person. And you're brave and dashing for rekindling this, for starting over, for forgiving each other, for working it out, you know, because nobody is perfect. And to be honest with you guys, it's going to be some shit no matter who you deal with. It's who shit you want to put up with. I'm not saying stay in an abusive relationship and put up and all that. I can't tell you what to do regardless. You're going to do what you do. But make sure it's worth it. Make sure it's brave, like I said. But, you know, be a hero. Be courageous in your love life. Take action. You know, don't be mad if somebody else get them. Don't be mad if somebody else get her. No, I'm just playing. You can't be mad because you got only way somebody else is going to get them if you don't be this night. If you don't be this night, then yeah, they can get swept up. Okay. But that's not what we're talking about. That's on the next reading. That's for the singles. Okay. So with that being said, you were dashing, you were brave, you got this person, you were willing to work it out, and now it's just going to be wonderful from here because that's what you want. You want your relationship to be wonderful. You want to take action. Show love is an action word. Remember, love is an action word, and that's what you are, the Knight of Swords. Your next card is the Fool, and yes, some people would say you are a fool for starting all over. Are you a fool for forgiving him or her? But guess what? Nobody knows you but him or her, and they don't have to lay down with that individual. You do. So you are not a fool. You are courageous. You are wonderful. You are seeking who you love. If that's who you love, that's who you want. You going for the gusto, and I commend you. So you just stay positive. You be open. You be available to each other. You communicate. Don't worry about what the world say, because at the end of the day, you two have to lay down with each other, so stay strong. Let them call you a fool, but you see, guess what? That fool got the sun behind him, and he's just doing his thing. So this is just for those who are worried about what other people say. You can't be worried about what they say. You love him. She loves you. You love her. Whatever. You know what I mean? So like I said, this can tie into business too, if you're worried about your business. Because like I said, some people, their love is their business. So, and this can go with family. This can go with children for forgiving people. And they're like, how could you forgive them after they did that to you? Well, you don't know. And we don't know. So let's not judge, because that's why the judgment card came out. And let them call you a fool. But you're not a fool, because you know, they know, and God knows. Look at that sign. That's right. Your next card is the Lovers, which stands for love, attraction. Look at this. Because you prevailed and you stood strong, and people said you was a fool, but at the end, there you are, together like you're supposed to be. You know, you overcame the obstacles, the battles, and there you are. You together. You're like, look, we did it. You know, this is what love is about. We can conquer. We can come through all. We can make it. And that's what it's about. That's what you want your relationship to be about. So for the Lovers card to come out in a Lovers reading, I would say that is awesome. That is kudos. So if you are working on to stay on the right path, stay true to each other, because this is what you get: sunshine, you get bliss, you get everything that you're supposed to get for yourself and as a couple, as a union. So, you know, God got you. You brave. They called you a fool, but look at you now. Prime example, people talk shit about my sister, Queen B, and her husband, Jay-Z, but look at them. Look at it, talked all that shit, but they prevailed. Yeah, you can't talk shit, because they living well, baby, okay? So the Lovers card is awesome, so keep on. I'm proud of y'all. That's right. You do your thing. Now the Ten of Wands is your next card, and it just talks about the success of your relationship. But if you see he's pushing, it just reminds you that nothing comes easy. That no, your relationship is not going to be perfect. And nothing in life is perfect, but it's hard. But if you push and you work at it, it can be nothing but victorious in the end. You know, the 10 talks about fulfilling. And, you know, no matter what you got, that's why you got your significant other. You know, you got it. But it also talks about reducing pressure. So don't put too much pressure on each other, because you don't want to mess it up. It's already a beautiful thing. That's why you have the Lovers card. But be careful, because the weight of the world, the weight of your business, the weight of you can put pressure on your relationship and have you two butting heads. So always communicate. Always be available to each other. You know, respect each other. If you can't talk right now, you just upset, but just don't be nasty. You know, take these wands and build with each other. Climb that ladder with your relationship, and just be there for each other, because it's magical. 10 means fulfillment. You got the Lovers. This just shows you that nothing is perfect, but you got the wands. You're not pushing nothing. You pushing wands. So y'all got it. Your next card is the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups just reminds you to take time for yourself to reflect. And if you're in a relationship and you feel like all is lost, you know, this is just a feeling that you can have. All is not lost, and you just say it's over, and y'all know that it's over. And that's the case. I'm sorry to hear that, but you know, you're not dead. It could be a possible new start, and that's okay. If you're watching this and you're like, but you know, our relationship is good. We did have the 10 of Wands, but we just been in this 5 of Cups energy. I just been feeling like I'm alone. I'm by myself, and it's just been really disappointing. And the marriage has been difficult, and the love has been missing. Well, guess what? That time is a possible new start. And I don't mean like as far as a possible new start of breaking up. Look at your relationship, review it. Look back at what happened. Not really what happened. What attracted you to him? What attracted you to her? What was it? Look at yourself. sometimes we get into relationships and we get so lost and we forget who we are by just taking care of the next one or the family. We start to have kids together and just all that, and that love just fades away, and it's not on purpose, just life gets busy. So the Five of Cups is saying, hey, reflect. Hey, look in the mirror, king. Look in the mirror, queen, because you didn't marry him for nothing. You didn't marry, y'all not together for nothing. Y'all don't have these kids for nothing. So it just says it's time to rekindle that flame, but let's rekindle it differently. You know what I mean? I love you. I'm just going through something, and this is where the communication come in. Talk to each other, and after you talk to each other, look at yourself. Work on yourself. Just don't point blame at the other person. See what they see. Hear what they have to say, and then you work on it, because you got the lovers. Remember, the lovers prevail. You got the Ten of Wands, and then you got the Five of Cups. Say, okay, it's getting rocky. Let's reflect. I don't want to leave you, but what did we do? Can we fix it? Can it be fixed? Well, that's up to you. Your next card is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is talked about having that truth, being courageous, triumph, the power, the victory, to accomplish it. A change and needing a change on a road. It's just, you got the Five of Cups, and then you come back to Ace of Swords, and you have that great idea, and you have that great reflection. You're like, okay, let me talk to him, let me talk to her, let me talk to whoever, this is what we need to do, blase, blase. And y'all work through it. You prevail. You prevail because that change was needed. Somebody needed to step up and be the bigger person. Somebody had to fight. And it's like, okay, why me? But sometimes some people don't know how to communicate. You got to remember, everybody was raised differently. Nobody knows about communication. Some people weren't allowed to express their feelings, and a lot of men weren't, and even women. So just remember that. Be patient. If you know that you're not good at communicating, write them a letter, send them a text, say, hey, I want to talk to you, but I'm not good at expressing my feelings, XYZ, because you should know each other like that. And then you should open that portal up, be of understanding, be a listener. Even if you want to say something, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Let him talk. Let her talk. I know it's not easy, but you're going to have your turn. Because if this is what you really want, you have to make your significant other feel comfortable enough to talk to you about any and everything. And remember, you're trying to stay in that lovers. You're coming out the Five of Cups. You're working it out. You in that Ace of Swords energy. They sharing. They open up to you. Don't shut them down, because they got their guard up, but they talking to you. You know what I mean? Now, see, this is, Two of Swords talks about an inner conflict. So, a lot of times, remember I told you to listen, because you're thinking it's you, but it's not you. Remember, when you're in a relationship, you tend to take it out on the people that's closest to you. And unfortunately, it's your husband, your wife, your significant other, whatever you want to call your boo, babe, whatever your nickname is, and unfortunately, it can be an inner conflict with themselves. And this can also talk about somebody being disloyal to you. And that's unfortunate, because we're in the Lover's energy, and loyalty is so important. But a lot of people don't have that trait, But, it can talk about the balance to a sword. It too talks about balance. So remember, that's why you listen, because you're like, oh, he did it now. I'm working on me. So if you give that person the opportunity, the chance to communicate and know that you're on their level and they can talk to you, that's where the balance comes in. Look at that. I can trust you. They got two swords in their hand, and they got their eyes over their, blindfolded, And you got to have that trust. That trust is real. You got to have that balance. You have to have that understanding. You don't want nobody that's not loyal to you. You want to get what you give, but you have to be able to listen and understand. You got to be able to say, okay, damn, I do that shit. All right, I got to work on that. And that person got to be able to say, all right, you right. So you can have that balance, because a lot of times it's just so much going on. And that person, that's the person you tell everything to. So remember that. Okay, so these are the cards that I'm flipping over for the first time. These were the cards that flipped out of the deck that I didn't look at. So your first card is the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Coins. And this just talks about because you guys got that balance. You're living like a queen, honey, because you stuck behind your man. You prevailed. You did what you were supposed to do. You loved. You heard Ellie Manning back. You loved him naked. You loved her naked, and you loved them for who they were. And now you're the queen. That's what you get. That's what you deserve. The queen. You married. Whatever it is, you treated like the queen because you prevailed. No matter what people thought. Oh, she was a fool and all this. So y'all were the lovers. The two of swords. You listen. You got that balance. And bam, bam, bam. Here you are, the queen with your king, or with you the queen of your relationship, the queen of your house. And you are happy and you loving and you able to do what you want with your relationship, your family, and life because you prevail with the love of your life. Congratulations on that one. Let's keep going. Your next card is the Chariot. So hey, maybe you got a brand new car as a gift. Y'all going away together. I don't know. But I know y'all looking good and y'all doing your daggone thing. Why? Because that's what happens when you prevail and you fight. You believe in what you believe in. You go with the gusto. You believe in yourself. You keep going. You keep going. And this is what you get in your relationship. You get that black and white cookie. You get that life that you so well deserve, because this is what you get with your significant other. When you have met that soulmate and y'all work together and y'all win and y'all eat together, it does nothing but get carried away in a chariot. Whatever that chariot is, well, it's a jet, it's a Tesla, it's a Maserati, it's a Rolls Royce, it's an Aston Martin, it's whatever you call, whatever car, helicopter, I mean, whatever you want, y'all got it, because y'all are in that lover's energy. You can't be stopped. You guys are unstoppable. Well, your next card is the King of Pentacles, which is the King of Coins, which means this is right. You got your queen, that's right. The queen, the king energy, you are doing the damn thing. This relationship is ignorant. Y'all eating beyond imaginable. People don't understand. People that doubted you just can't believe. Like, oh my God, I can't believe they made it. Yep, they did that. This is what happened when you get with your king, your queen, you eat, you live. You live a dynasty. You live an empire. You live a legacy. Your name rings on and carry on. You are majestic. You are that. You are it. And this is what you have become. So if you know you got your queen, kings, and you slipping, that's on you. That's on you. I'm telling you, you need to be popping a ring. What Beyonce, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Alexa, play Beyonce Single Ladies, because this right here might be for the ones that are together. You've been rocking for a while and you feel it. Don't be scared. Put a ring on it. Alexa, play Beyonce Single Ladies.
Here's Single Ladies. Put a ring on it.
For the brothers and kings that's listening to this, and you got a queen and you love it and you questioning yourself, I think this is the king and queen energy. Now you know it better than I'm saying. Oh, I listened to her video and she told me to pop the question. Well, I sure did. Because if you feel it deep down in your soul and your heart, why not? If you know you love that woman, if you know she been there for you, you like, man, ain't nobody. I just know this is why. What are you waiting on? You waiting on somebody else to take her because you're in a relationship? Don't mean can't nobody swoop her up because she's not married to you. She's not even your fiance. Don't get mad when she say if. Don't be mad. What? Get it, king. You better get it. You got the coins. Put a ring on it. Shit. Your next card is the Four of Wands, and I'm laughing because I think somebody put the ring on it. I think you put the ring on it. Y'all in celebration and peace and harmony. Y'all could be out of town. This is just the Four of Wands represents a happy home life, a joyful outcome. You know, that harmony, that beauty you wanted, love is in the air. That's why I said I think somebody put a ring on it. I think somebody did their thing. And I just want y'all to know, just as a disclaimer, throw it out there, I will be starting another business. It's called Love is Love. I am able to marry people. I am ordained, if that's, licensed to marry. So that'll be my next thing. But anyways, we'll talk about that on another note. But Love is Love is going to be the name of that company. Posted pretty soon. But this is a wonderful love message. So the Four of Wands. And remember, these cards, the last Let me see, 1, 2, 3 cards, or cards that flipped that I didn't know. So I'm gonna hurry this up because I'm already in kind of long. But this just says that this is what you wanted. Like I told you, put a ring on it. Look at y'all. Look at the family. Y'all celebrating. Get it. Get it. That's right. Invite me to the wedding. Hey. So I go, oh. Okay. So this is the Two of Wands energy. And the Two of Wands, remember, it talks about success. And it can talk about you not being satisfied with your current situation. And you seeking greener pastures, but you shouldn't be because you just put a ring on it. But for those of you who decided not to put a ring on it, you decided, I'm going to hold on. This is just where your needs are getting met. And you just have a temporary need for independence, and you're not really saying no to the thought of getting married. You're just like, let me get myself together. Let me make sure this is what I want to do, because you want to be able to hold your own, and you want to be able to not only hold your own, be able to be that man of the relationship, of the house, or that woman, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you might be dissatisfied with what's going on. So you have to explain that, like, babe, just work with me. Because some people are really adamant about getting married. They don't want to feel like they wasted their time. You have to reassure people that they are not wasting their time, because the person could be in the energy and still go. This can be for somebody who's in a relationship, and this is how they're feeling. This is how your significant other is feeling. And they like, right now, this is like, man, if this don't marry me, or we don't take it to another level, I don't know if I'm gonna stay here or not. And this could be the guy saying, it's not that I don't want to marry, I'm just trying to get communication is key. Communication. I cannot read your mind. Y'all can't read each other's mind. So you don't want to be in this energy, but it's okay if you are, because guess what? This is what it is. But you have to communicate with your significant other. You don't want that love of your life. If you know he and she is it, talk to him. Let them know what's going on, because they can't read your mind. And you have to be able to listen. And once again, I'm going to say this: shut up and listen. Shut up and listen. Because you want to put the ring on it. You want all that above, but you got to make sure you good. Because remember, if you not good, who you going to be good for? Remember that to those. And your other person has to be good. You have to be good as well. If y'all not good as an individual, you can't be good for each other. You can't be good for your family and that whatever you're trying to build. But remember, you in the Wands energy, you can build anything. You can manifest this. You two together, put the Wands together. It can come to what you need it to be. Your next card is the Justice card, and it talks about the harmony and the balancing, and attracting the fairness, just everything working out. And that's what you want, the Justice card. So let me tell you something. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's the right choice for you and your significant other. First you and that person, but communicate. Just don't up and leave somebody. Don't just disappear. Don't just be just about it. That's why the Justice card is here, because you should remember there's a balance. Work it out. Don't just leave your marriage. Don't just, whatever. I don't know what happened, but work it out, communicate, and make sure that you're doing what's right. It's right. You know what I mean? But if you prevail and you do what's right, only great things can come to you. Only great things. This relationship is going to work out. If you wanted to, remember there is always two choices, and there's consequences. Actually, there's three. I always say there's a good choice, and a not so choice. But each one of those choices are going to have different consequences. They're going to go a different way. But if you're picking good choices, nothing but good things can come. You know what I mean? So you want that justice. So make a right choice. Build. Get that. Stay in this lover's energy. Become that. So have that celebration marriage. Man, you better get who belong to you. If that's who you believe, that's who you, stop letting people come between you. Guess what? Everybody deserves happiness. You better get yours, because you have to lay down with him. You have to lay down with her. You know what I mean? If it's not jeopardizing your children, your immediate family, if your mom or whoever them don't like them, I mean, I can understand that playing a big part in your life. I understand that, I get that. But guess what? Your mom and them, they living their life. They dealing with it. They dad, they all doing them. Do you, boo-boo? You gonna say, oh, well. And then you gonna run around blaming everybody. Nah, justice, get that balance. Y'all work it out, okay? If you got me, then I'm in it for the both of us. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I can't sing, but I just like that. And your final card is the Seven of Wands from this deck. And it just talks about overcoming the challenges. Even if outwardly it looked like against the odds, and they say y'all weren't gonna make it, but guess what? Y'all made it, because what? That's right. This says y'all made it. Okay. Winning. You're winning. You're winning. It's strength in your union, because those two turn into five. So I don't know if you having kids. If you having kids and y'all loving each other, hey, stay strong. Y'all got the magic. Y'all got it. So kudos to this relationship, to whoever it's for. Kudos to you. Let's see where our next deck goes. So I love it. Your next deck in our love reading, and this is my first time using this deck, and this is the Golden Girls. So your first cup is the Three of Cups, and as it shows you, a happy gathering. So this is showing that you're having victory over your problems, that you're resolving those healful and painful wounds. You are communicating with each other. It's joyful. You have your family support from your siblings, your peers. It's just wonderful, because not only are you happy with each other, but you have the support of your family and friends, which is really hard to come by in certain relationships. But this relationship, this union to be, whatever's going on, is awesome, and everybody sees it. They see the love, they see the growth, the strength that you bring to each other. They see what you've brought out of each other, and you can't do nothing but celebrate it when you see two people bringing out the best in each other. You know what I mean? So this is just a wonderful way to start off on the deck with another love reading. And like I said, it's 5 different decks, so there will be 5 different readings. So I hope one of these resonate with your relationship, and I hope this is going on for you. So eat the cake, anime. I say eat the cake, anime. No, I'm just playing. I just like that. But it's a cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake. But anyways, your family loves it. You love it. This is wonderful. You healing. You moved on. Great things to pastor. Boom, boom, boom. It could be a continuation from the first deck. I don't know. I'm just reading. You taking how it resonates. If you're watching the whole video, if the first deck did it for you, you good. You gone. I appreciate you. Love you. Kudos. But if you're watching all of them, I love you even more. Now I'm just playing. I love you just because you're watching it. Your next card is the High Priestess. And, you know, the High Priestess talks about understanding, wisdom. And this is how you guys have made it. Y'all have the understanding. You have the deep knowledge, the intelligence. You have the emotional stability. You're forgiving. And you know that everything is not perfect. And I have to remain in this energy if I want my things to be successful. It's not easy, because being a high priestess and keeping that balance is not easy at all. And having understanding and being wise is hard, but relationships are hard. They are work. But you can remain, you can have that gathering, remain in that high priestess. You got it. So your next card is the Queen of Cups, and we all know the cups is a love sign. They represent love, but you have the Queen. So of course, you're the Queen. Of course, this started off with a happy gathering. Of course, you're the Queen. You're the Queen. You found your King. So this is the energy that you're in. You're getting all those things that queens get from their king. That love and those gifts. And this is just your dreams coming true. The pleasure, the happiness, that success, all that work. And people say, oh my God, I can't believe. Yeah, but this is what hard works get you. It makes you a queen. I'm the queen of my castle. You talked about me, you doubted me, but I stayed in that energy. I stayed behind him or her. I was there. They were there for me. And this is what we are. We have that wonderful, wonderful energy. And I'm the queen. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Your next card is the Knight of Cups. Just saying, hey, we made it. This is the card that we made it, that our love made it, that we arrived, that we're going to get the blessings on blessings. You know what I mean? Everything is coming to fruition. Financial opportunities. We're getting so much, our passion, our vision. Together as a couple, as a team, as an individual. And like I said, this is a relationship reading, so You're doing it. You know, you are doing it. You are doing it. You're taking action. Y'all took action. This is to show you that you are continuously take action. You will always have to take action. That somebody will always try to come and knock your love down and be a hater. But just get on that horse and ride, baby. Ride her. So you just keep on going. You got it. You got it. This is what's going on. That passion, that love. This is you took action. You took action and you got it, and you're getting what y'all deserve. Y'all getting y'all pleasures of life. You see, he's on the beach. There's the palm tree right there. You know, he got that big ass glass of champagne. You know, he's doing his thing. Maybe it's Wendy, maybe it's Brandy. I don't know what's in his cup, but I know he's in a suit on the beach, and that's because he's just got it. You know, this is that love. Congratulations, y'all doing it. Y'all taking action for your love, and can't nobody tell you how to love or who to love. Period. Your next card is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords can talk about criticism and people having that shit to say about your relationship. It could talk about a temporary difficult that you're going through, and now y'all want to play the blame game. It's your fault. No. You know what you did, and you know what you did. If you didn't do anything, you know you didn't. Stop. Don't play the blame game. Play the I'ma take up for my responsibility game. You know what I mean? So you have to be of understanding. And this could be you being fearful. You know, the Eight of Swords just has many. So we're going to say, well, this can be an inner thing you're going through and you blaming yourself. And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to destroy this. I got to get out of this. This is too good to be true. Oh my goodness, stop, boo-boo. That's the fear. That's you letting fear because of your last relationship. You letting that mental play tricks on you. I mean, you because of what you went through last time. You don't think that you deserve him. You don't think that you deserve her. No, stop it. You do. You can. Everything can be changed. Yes, we go through some fuck boys and some fuck girls. Excuse my language, but it can be changed. Don't let your fear stop you from getting what you deserve. And if you let your fear stop you from getting your king or queen, shame on you. You know what I'm saying? And they could talk about somebody feeling like they entrapped. Well, if you feel like you're trapped, then you need to communicate. Because you feeling like you're trapped will make you just up and leave. And you don't know what you may do to the other person, you know. And love and emotions, and you can break somebody's heart and break them down. Not only if you can break their heart and break them down, you can break their mental down. Do you not know the damage that you can do somebody? That's why it's swords. Do you not know a damage a knife can do? And it's personal. When you stab a mother lover, it's personal. So don't be that Eight of Swords. Don't be that critic. Don't let the world kill you or you kill yourself. Let me stick to the same thing. Kill yourself because you think you don't deserve it. So that's one thing for the Eight of Swords, and this can go for male and female, whoever in the relationship. And then you have the Eight of Swords where you're letting the world come between y'all. We're not gonna do that, boo boo. We're not gonna do that. Who cares what they think and what they know? If this is, a lot of people have a lot of shit to say and went through it and still have a lot of shit to say and did the total opposite of what they're telling you to do, and that's what they're supposed to do. But there's one thing to be critical and judgmental of a person going through what you went through. You telling them some shit and you went through the same shit and you didn't even do half that or thought about that, but you're being like nasty, like I would have. No, you wouldn't have, because why? You didn't do it with the opportunity, whatever. But they didn't. So that's what the Eight of Swords talks about, and you don't want to miss your opportunity. Okay, you letting people stop you. The shot clock, you heard what she said. Fear, fear, fear. So this is telling you that this is what you don't want to happen. Communicate. This can tell you what your other person is dealing with. You're not for sure what's going on. It's like everything was great. Now she just seemed like she went on the inside. He seemed like he went on the inside. But guess what? Everybody had a relationship prior to you, and they only share so much. And sometimes they only share so much because that trust has to be built, that communication. So this is a card of getting to know each other. Really get to know each other so you can help each other. Your next card is the Ace of Swords, and because you had the courage and you had the power to talk to each other, to let that inner sword out, to communicate, that your heart mattered, that you love, and you needed that change. You needed to open up, and they gave that to you. So this is what's happening. You're prevailing that vision. You got that Ace of Swords. You're like, I'm gonna do it, and all great things come from you doing that, from being in that energy, and you communicating, and you're just only doing nothing but making you guys stronger together. You got one hand on the sword, put his hand on the sword, and that's what you do. Y'all uniting, you become strong, you making each other stronger, you making each other stronger. So that's what's up. Your next card is the Ace of Wands, and that just talks about you took that swords and y'all turned it into a wands. Why? You went from over being dry desert to paradise because you communicated, because you opened up, you prevailed. This is what happens when you prevail. The fruits of your labor, fresh fruit, the family progress. It's just release of great energy. This is wonderful. It's wonderful. The sword turned into a wand, all because you believed in yourself, you believed in each other, you communicated, you kept fighting. You kept fighting. It started off and people try to knock us. That's what happens. We let things in the life and the world come in between our relationship, and it's unfortunate, but this is the life that we live. But you know what you can do. You know what to do. It's not easy, but take time. Each day is a new day. Wake up. Forgive yourself. Forgive your significant other. Talk about it. Talk about it before you go to bed. So when you wake up that new day, it's a new day. You know what I mean? Your life is a lesson learned each day. God gives it to you, and you wake up and you still feeling how you feel about her. That love is still there, and then keep going. Your next card is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords to talk about sadness, grief, pain. Now, hold on. See, we got that Ace of Wands, but see, this is what happens when we start to get back in that mood, that rut. We start tripping. And that just went off LMA. Don't start tripping. I know it. This is the rut that we fall back into. We start to trip. And remember, you mad, you blocking calls. This can happen. This can happen. This can happen. And unfortunately, remember, this is a relationship about people that are together or maybe separated at the time. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm not doing singles. I'm doing like separate, like you still dealing, but you just like trying to work on each other. Y'all not even sleeping with other people. Y'all not even dating other people. You're like, y'all really on some separated type, healing each other type shit, but dealing with each other at the same time. And people really can do that. So you're angry, and you got this like, oh, and you done put 10 swords in the picture, and you pretty mad. So you're sad, you're up late at night, you're grieving. This happens, This is what happens, but you can't let this drag you down. You going through like, damn, am I done for forgiving him now? I should just move on. I should just forget this. No, but you got to have faith, because if this is what you want, it's going to work out. And if he's telling you that he's working on himself, and she's telling you that, and they're really doing that, and you have faith and you believe in it, and they're showing you, remember, they're showing you, not talking you no bullshit. I'm not talking about no whispering you some bullshit. I'm talking about those actions are really being done. They really being done. And this is you just sitting at home thinking like, am I a fool? We go through that. Well, this is a card we're showing you forgiving. Like, am I being a fool for forgiving? Am I being a fool because now something done happened? And it's like, oh my gosh, am I a fool? But it may not even be that what you think, because sometimes we come to conclusions that are not even what it is. So, it's a choice. It talks about a choice too. Like I said, this is the card of saying, hey, either you gonna go work it out, sis, you gonna go work it out, my brother, or you just gonna be like, man. But you gotta make a choice. You're gonna go left, you're gonna go right, but make sure each choice is a good choice for you, for them. If you gotta talk, this could be saying, okay, we need to communicate, because I'm really getting ready to be done. So just, this is, you gotta get it together. You gotta work on it. You know what I mean? You gotta make a plan. So you won't be up all night driving yourself crazy. And this is even, maybe y'all bickering. I'm like, stop it. Let's work it out. Because this